Hey guys, Black Ninja 797 here. Today's video, this is going to be another commentary. In today's commentary, what I wanted to talk about is CoD 4 versus CoD 4 Remastered, and whether or not that CoD 4 Remastered was actually able to be better than the original CoD 4. I'm going to be comparing them today because I was thinking about what I wanted to do for a topic, and for some reason I was just stuck on the topic of CoD 4, and I thought, you know, MWR is similar to CoD 4 in some ways and not in some other ways. So I thought, why not compare the two? So we're going to be looking at whether or not MWR is better or worse than the original CoD 4. Now, at the end of the video, I'm also going to be saying what my opinion is, and I want you guys to also leave your opinions down below on what you think is better, so that way we can compare and contrast opinions. But other than that, guys, let's begin with the video. So, let's look at a couple of things that MWR did better than the original CoD 4. Number one is that the graphics are significantly better. The MWR graphics, you gotta give to Raven, they look fantastic. The MWR graphics look genuinely just 100% better. They look very, very lifelike, and for being a next-gen console game, it looks fantastic. I don't know how long they were actually, like making MWR. Like, I don't know if Raven was making it for 3 years like all the other developers with their last few games, or if it was like for a year or 2 years or whatever, but whatever it is, it does look fantastic in terms of the graphics. The second thing is that the internet connection on MWR is significantly better than CoD 4's. It's on next gen, so it definitely should have better, servers or even dedicated servers. And I think we do have a certain amount of dedicated servers, just not everywhere. But the connections are significantly better at the very least. CoD 4 had a lot of lag, well, the War had a lot of lag, just all the last gen games had a lot of lag, but MWR significantly is a lot better. I hardly see host migrations. The third thing is that MWR is always getting new content. They're having new weekend warfares, they're always, having in new DLC weapons, even though that's not a good thing in my opinion, but they are at least keeping it, updated in terms of that. They're hot fixing stuff that's extremely broken, like not like as in terms of like the M16 like needs a nerf or anything, not like that. They're keeping the game original, but like for example, if like one of the out of the map glitches from the original game was like extremely stupidly OP, they will tweak it so that way it's not as strong, but it's still there. Kind of like the staircase glitch on Block, for example. You can get up on the staircase, but you can't like get on the whole entire building. You know what I mean? So the game is being patched when it comes to like really messed up stuff like that, so that way you don't like abuse it. But they are also leaving in the glitches, so that way, if you want to go back and be nostalgic, you can, and they're not, nerfing or buffing weapons that need to be nerfed or buffed. They're just keeping it the same, which is good. That's something that I gotta give respect to Raven for, because honestly, when they started adding DLC weapons, I honestly expected them to buff and nerf things too, but they haven't so far. The next thing that I will, give props to Raven on, MWR for compared to the original CoD 4 is that the game has got no hackers. I have never seen a single hacker on this entire game, but on the original CoD 4 they were everywhere. It was infested, and I did not find any lobbies where there wasn't at least one hacker for like 90% of my games on the original CoD 4. They have frequently died down because MWR came out. I'm pretty sure a lot of people just switched over to the MWR servers on MWR, and so there's not any people for the hackers to kill. So basically, MWR, you don't have to worry about any hackers, which is something we kind of take for granted. Now, let's look at some of the things that MWR actually did to the game that made it worse, or it's just things that CoD 4 just, is superior to the MWR. Number one, and this is just the obvious one, it's the supply drops. MWR kind of basically dug its own grave with the supply drops, because MWR, let's be perfectly honest, the first 2 months of the game were absolutely perfect. Brand new content, like, with brand new camos, like we never had Exclusion Zone or Diamonds, in this game. We never had it in CoD 4, so that's pretty cool. We also got the weekend warfares, which were basically new games such as Michael Myers and Prop Hunt, which is just amazing to play. They're super fun. And you also have to, give it to Raven that's, they've been just basically taking care of the game. However, though, the original CoD 4, you have to admit, when the original CoD 4 came out, there was no BS DLC weapons or anything, but MWR kind of dug its own grave by doing so, by adding supply drops. When they added supply drops, it doesn't matter whether they were cosmetic only, it doesn't matter whether it was just melee only, because we all know with Activision, cosmetic only doesn't mean cosmetic only for crap. It does not mean that at all. So when we knew that there were supply drop weapons, we knew that they were basically just digging the game's own grave. So that's one thing that CoD 4 did significantly better, is they never added in bullcrap DLC weapons. Now let's look at another thing. is that the original CoD 4, it had superior private match and public match fun. Even though the glitches, you know, sometimes yes were game breaking, it was fun to go into an old school match and just basically climb on the map. Now I know that's fun for only the people that are doing it, but even if it's in a private match, it's still fun. Private or public, you know, whatever it is, it's still fun just to go outside the map and just basically explore, even for like little Easter eggs. Old school mode was perfect for that, but when they kind of patched it in MWR to a certain extent, it kind of made the game a little bit less fun with terms of glitches, but that's just my opinion. I just think that better if they just left it completely, because, you know, it's supposed to be basically a remake. But other than that, guys, those are basically just my, you know, points on whether or not MWR is better than the original CoD 4 or not. I looked at, you know, how CoD 4 is better than MWR and how MWR is better than CoD 4. Basically, my, like, you know, stance on this, in my honest opinion, despite the supply drop problem, I really think that MWR is actually better than the original CoD 4. Now, I know a lot of people might hate me for saying that, but you gotta admit, other than just a few problems, and the one big problem, which is the supply drops, MWR is better in every other way. Pretty much. Like, there is nothing that I can really think of that's significantly game-breaking, at least not yet. The supply drops, yes, they are borderline broken. If they keep making them even more broken, then we're gonna have a problem, because the newest gun, the BOS, that thing is just, like, that's debatably better than the M16, so you better watch what you're doing, Raven. If you're gonna have to add in DLC weapons, at least make them mediocre. But anyways, guys, this is going to be today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, I would really appreciate if you could drop a thumbs up on the video, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new, because that's really appreciated. I'll let you guys know if you like our video. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Peace.